The details with Julia Lee from Bell Direct. Julia, a great day for the Aussie market, especially given that lead that we saw, that weaker lead that we had from the US and the commodities all lower. So what was driving the markets up?
Bridie, coming into this morning, you wouldn't have thought that it would have been such a great day for the Australian share market. As you mentioned, we did see the US market lower, with the Dow down by 0.3%, and commodity prices were also lower. And yet by the end of the session, we saw the Australian market reach a new high for 2009 with a gain of 1.2% for the day. Now, the big story of the day was really the banking sector, where we saw some stellar gains. We saw gains of between 3 to 4.5% for the big four banks. And I guess the big momentum behind the banks came from that Citi upgrade. Now, Citi upgraded their outlook for the banking sector, upgrading all four of the major banks to a buy. They upgraded their targets as well. Citi saying that it does look like there's more upside risks to the banking sector now, and it does look like outlook has received a bit of a tipping point. If we have a look at the banking sector, this is the financial sector excluding property stocks for 2009, and you can see that we've seen sideways movement since about March for that banking sector, and we've seen the index really move between that channel. But really, that Citi upgrade today gave the impetus the banking sector needed to move ahead, and that was what investors were watching on the market. We did see the materials and the energy sector, though, dragging on the market. Both were down lower. BHP Billiton finishing the day down 0.75%. But if we have a look at the intraday chart for BHP Billiton, you can see that it improved from the morning's performance, improving all day. Fortescue Metals was a standout in the material sector, up by a massive 6.5%. Still in that resource area, we did see Whitehaven Coal and Link Energy not trading today. Both are planning a capital raising, so their shares have been halted. But altogether, a very positive performance by the Australian market. All sectors higher, excluding energy and materials, and a gain of 1.2%.
Yeah, some great gains there, and that also for Leighton's too on that contract win. Just a string of wins, in fact, for it this week. Big rise for its shares today.
It's been a key day for Leighton's today. If I bring up the chart of Leighton's for 2009, this is what it looks like. And as you can see by the chart, Leighton's has finally moved into the black for 2009. And it's really because of the surge in its share price today. Now, that surge in its shares today was I guess brought about because of that contract win in Melbourne. It's part of a consortium, Aquashore, and they've won that contract to build Australia's largest desalination plant, and that contract's worth about $3 billion. It's the biggest contract win this week, but it's one in a number of contracts that they've announced to the market. Yesterday we heard that they'd won a contract worth $152 million, a rail contract in the Hunter Valley. Also this week, a $600 million contract with its joint venture partner in Abu Dhabi, and also a $300 million contract, a 3-year contract with BHP Billiton, Mitsubishi, the alliance there to provide services. So all this good news for Leighton's share price this week. It is due to report its result in 2 weeks' time on the 14th of August. The management guidance has been for a result of about $620 million. Today we saw its shares jumping 5.1% ahead of those results.
A good day too for Telstra. What was driving its rise?
Telstra has seen a fair bit of interest in the last couple of months, and it's because brokers are quite positive on the stock. It has a very high yield. Its valuations are looking pretty attractive. Most brokers have a buy on Telstra at the moment, with a target just above $4. If we have a look at Telstra's share price, since mid-May, we've seen the shares already rising around about 20%. And if we have a look, their full-year results are due out on the 13th of August. We're expecting a result around about $3.9 billion with a dividend of about 14 cents. And really, that dividend amount hasn't changed substantially from 2006. Telstra also announcing today that it's extended a contract that it has, a long-term commercial agreement with AAPT. Its shares doing well, up by 2.5%.
Julia Lee, Bell Direct, always great to get your analysis. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bridie.